we were sitting next to a team of aggressive normies. It was like 10 of them.
It was frankly, it was too large
first of
of a
all,
team. You shouldn't allow that many people
bar
on a team.
trivia, 5-person max per team.
Most places have
absurd.
Most places enforce that rule. By the way,
you might as well just let people check their phones while the trivia is going on.
It's absurd.
Chaos. We were a team of aggressive normies, and their team name was, and this is from memory here. Can you believe Kim Kardashian met the president in the White House?
Yeah.
And that got a huge laugh from the entire bar.
Everyone went crazy.
That's not a joke.
Man.
That's the absence of a joke.
Yeah.
That's just a reference to something that happened. That's not a joke.
Yeah. But I mean, the reaction to that really does prove it shows how people are watching all of these objectively terrible late night current affairs shows that have no jokes. But people don't really care about jokes. They just want someone to say that fucking Trump, and they get off on that. They want to hear it from someone on television.
Well, what I realized, and I said this to Matt, was that we live in a time where comedians are telling us the news, and reporters are telling us jokes.
God damn.
If I was there, I think I would have upstaged the normie team with one of my classic internet style team names, like a real joke that you don't know where it's going, but when it hits you, it hits you. Check this out. Dr. AIDS and the Diarrhea Boys. When they hear that, they'll be like, what? What's this guy smoking, and can I get some?
Well, Matt brought up the cultural tundra that is like late night political talk show television.
Yeah.
But I mean, like that brings us to the other news of the week that was like, getting like a cavity filled. It felt like to read about it was all the Roseanne bullshit about Roseanne getting canceled by ABC. And then today, like it just goes to show like everything is this idiotic like tit for tat in terms of enforcing like who you can and like can't make fun of or insult in the media or in comedy. And today, Samantha Bee on her dreadful fucking show apparently called Ivanka Trump a cunt last night. And now it's like everyone's demanding, like, the Republicans are trying to demand she get fired just to like sort of even the score with Roseanne. And what I'll say about that is like Samantha Bee calling Ivanka Trump a cunt really just does show that like, I think comedy that just states objective facts isn't funny and she should try harder.
Well, the thing is they don't have to try harder. It's too easy. But I honestly would take the deal. Fire all of them.
Well,
people are like, well, what about Bill Maher? Good, fire Bill Maher. Well, Samantha Bee, fire Samantha Bee. Fire Seth Meyers.
This is
fire
the
Trevor Noah.
Controversial thing I could say about this topic. Bill Maher is funny than literally every other liberal late night host. This is not a compliment to Bill Maher.
Yeah.
But he is better than all of them because Bill Maher actually does tell a joke with like a setup and tension and then a punchline.
Yeah.
Bill Maher, he may tell a joke where the punchline is literally, that's like O.J. Simpson teaching anger management classes in 2018. But as opposed to Seth Meyers or Samantha Bee, where the punchline is like, here's an alternative fact for you, you're spray tan. It's like, I see someone is working here and someone is not.
Hey, don't sleep on Jordan Klepper.
Oh, yeah, no, Jordan Klepper, the sort of rising star of late night. Jordan Klepper is, for true fans of the snark existence, keep your eye out for the opposition. Do you remember the Colbert Report? Okay, yeah. Imagine if the Colbert Report was made by somebody recovering from a severe brain injury.
Let's just say there's a reason why the opposition is on at 11:30. Put your kids to bed because it's gonna get snarky.
Well, what's so crazy is that it was an attempt. It was a conscious attempt to do a Colbert Report for the Trump era. So if Colbert was spoofing
Bill O'Reilly
and Fox News pundits, they were going to do the more
like
extreme paranoia.
Yeah.
But they don't even like commit to the bit at all. It's just the exact same jokes that Trevor Noah does. It's the same thing. There's no consistent presentation of anything.
Okay, you watch them back to back, and when something in the news happens like Kim Kardashian meeting Donald Trump, that is just the headline story on both shows, and the jokes are identical.
Yes.
So the show's redundant. There's no reason to watch both of them. You're getting the same bullshit each time.
Oh,
Yes.
hold on. Can I try to produce a Trevor Noah joke about the Kim Kardashian and Trump meeting?
Do it.
Okay, I have not seen a Daily Show clip in about a year and a half, but this is me attempting his style. I'm not going to try the accent again. I'm too tired, but here we go. Kim Kardashian met with Donald Trump today. This was the first time that Kim wasn't the biggest boob in the selfie.
Swish.
It's
Back
just
of the
Nothing but
net.
that.
Oh my God! It just occurred to me that we've talked before on the show about how the Achilles heel of conservative comedy is that they get too mad about the premises in the middle of it to actually do a punchline, and they've not the Trump's election has infected liberals with that, and now they're in the same thing where they're just so mad about the Cheeto in chief that they just can't even be bothered to craft jokes because they're just always angry about it.
Okay,
Hey, Donald Trump met with Kim Kardashian today. Did that stupid bitch give you any kafifi, you Russian gay man?
Okay, here's the problem with the opposition. They want to do the update of the Colbert Report concept, but to do that today, you would have to just play a Nazi. That's it.
Yeah.
I'm serious. That would be the actual sincere version of that concept.
It would be way too much of a high
I
wire.
gotta say, that would actually be a pretty hysterical show.
well, that's the
absolutely.
thing. It would be way too
Connor
hard.
O'Malley did it.
It would be way
What
too
the-
hard.
Charlie Chaplin did it.
Connor O'Malley did like a pilot where he's like a fail guy, like auditioning for Alex Jones basically, and does his own show, and it's
Oh,
amazing.
Yeah, I remember that. That was really funny.
What?
Yeah, because Connor O'Malley gets what is funny and pathetic, but also terrifying about those guys.
Oh.
And the only thing that's these guys notice about alt-right guys, like the liberal media comedians, the only thing they notice is that they're not as smart
Yeah.
as they are.
Yeah.
That's literally the only thing that's funny about them to them. But yeah, I also think the inherent problem with trying to satirize Alex Jones for these people is like Alex Jones is a significantly better entertainer than anyone doing a late night comedy show now.
Oh, yeah.
Anyone.
Absolutely.
He's a significantly more gifted broadcaster, and he's much more entertaining to watch than literally any of them.
Yeah, his impressions are on point. His charisma is off the charts. Takes his
He's-
shirt off.
Yeah, it's like it's easier to do like for Stephen Colbert to do Bill O'Reilly. Like Bill O'Reilly isn't charismatic. He was just tall and like racist in the right way. But Alex Jones is like a force of nature.
Yeah, and they also these guys, they're just too cool. Their whole thing is that they're cool, and as a result, they could never debase themselves to the degree that you'd have to really embody sort of the lumpen id of the right-wing media.
Matt, can you read those opposition tweets you showed me last night?
Oh no.
Okay, you got to hear this, Felix.
Oh fuck me, dude.
Okay, this is really good. Shout out to a friend of the show, Jesse Farrar, Bronze Hammer, for finding these. These are a series of quotes. These are jokes that this went through. This is a joke that was on the opposition, and it was, I guess, I didn't see the show, but there were 3 different versions of it put online in different tweets. The first one is just, and this is about the Roseanne thing. The first one is just, sorry, ABC, the First Amendment guarantees everyone a sitcom.
Uh-huh.
So
Mm.
now, and that is in the voice of a conservative, right? That is in the voice of someone who is mad that Roseanne got fired. But this is,
But he can't even get like the tonality right. Like he wouldn't be saying sorry, like he would be mad.
right.
Yeah.
And
Like
that's a
that
very
ver-
good point. Yeah, he can only do the snarky lip thing of sorry, ABC.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh,
So he can't get
fuck you,
Just
dude.
a reminder that
Yeah.
the Constitution guarantees everyone a sitcom.
Yeah. So then there's a quote. I think this might have been from the show. I don't know, but it was on a tweet here. Sorry, ABC, but the First Amendment grants everyone in America the right to a sitcom. Clunkier, more words, always better. And sure, it doesn't have to be on ABC. maybe it'll go to whatever the white nationalist version of Roku is.
White nationalist version. of
Roku is a device.
Yes.
It's not a network. It's a device.
Yes, it is. Yes, you're right about that. A Roku is a device. It is not a fucking.
Hey, how about this? The white nationalist version of Roku? What is that? Reiku?
What? Here's the thing about that. That's not
go.
a joke. That's the schematic of a joke. That's forcing you to make the actual joke. A white nationalist version of TV, think about it. Use your heads. That's funny, right? That's not actually completing the joke.
A white nationalist version of TV? What is that? Zyklon TV?
That's giving someone
that's a joke.
a blueprint of a house and saying, go live there.
Yeah. What was the one you had? You had a joke, right?
Oh, I had a good one. Okay. The white nationalist version of TV would be Turner Diaries Broadcasting Network.
That's good. That's actually a joke. And then this is the final form of that joke when it's been turned into a meme, where it's font on his stupid face.
Oh, rage comic.
Fear not, Roseanne fans. Another network will pick it up. Probably whatever the MAGA version of Hulu is.
Again, not a joke. Not a joke.
At least Hulu
That's
is
like
a fucking
literally
content.
something that could happen. If it's not particularly like out there, that there would be fuck it, yeah, it would get picked up by like Sinclair Broadcasting. Fuck you, dude.
Or One
honestly.
America Network. These things exist. The concept of a white nationalist television station exists.
Yeah, the NRA
Hey,
has a
hey, you
network.
stupid bitch! What are you? What? Don't worry, you're gonna go on a show done by Dave Rubin. Boom!
But there is an attempt to sort of tease out the joke the way that Virgil was suggesting. Stick it right in between anti-immigrant Cheers and an all-white version of Friends, also known as Friends.
Finally,
That's the
saying
first
that
thing.
about
That's the
Friends.
actual
They
joke.
Finally nailed Friends for that. No one has pointed that out ever before. I cannot believe it took till 2018 to do that. Holy shit, man!
Wait, hang on. The
You got it, King.
anti-immigrant version of Cheers, isn't Cheers set at an Irish bar?
Yeah.
It's in Boston.
Yeah, that's already
Yeah.
anti-immigrant Cheers.
And didn't Cliff go on to be a big right-wing
He
shithead?
is, yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Although George Wendt is a Bernie guy.
Well, George Wentz. I mean, come on. He's the nicest guy there is.
He's a mensch. Yeah.
Again, not a joke. The anti-immigrant version of Cheers, that's grasping towards a joke, but it's not a joke.
Yeah. I mean, this is obviously very petty to make fun of these jokes, but I just think it speaks to just the brutally parched landscape of America's culture now because of the fact that everything and everyone can only reflect on one man who is the stupidest idiot oaf of all time. And how do you not become stupider by spending all time contemplating that person? How would it ever make you smarter or more incisive to just have this fucking Macy's balloon filled with Cheese Whiz floating over your fucking head every moment of every day? It's only going to make you dumber, and that's what's happening to all of us.
I think, it's not the job of late night comedians to tell the truth. Jake Tapper should call Ivanka Trump a cunt, okay? Should be on George Stephanopoulos should drop the C-bomb on her to her face in an interview.
Imagine Jim Acosta in the White House press pool, and he's staring down Sarah Huckabee Sanders, and he goes, "Ma'am, with all due respect, I would like to shoot this stupid cunt daughter of the president in the head with a shotgun." I'm not saying I would approve of him either saying or doing that, but it's like, then we could finally bring Craig Kilborn back. Finally, please.
Oh, man, a simpler time.
But by the end of the Daily Show's run, it had become an institution that treated itself very seriously. So it mattered that
Yes.
it was on television and that it was commenting on the news. It was holding politicians accountable.
Yes.
They believed that.
Yes. They rallied to restore sanity.
Meanwhile, every time John McCain came on the Daily Show, he got his ass kissed.
Yes.
I gotta
Lieberman
say,
too.
as much as we degrade, humiliate, and just outright command to sort of leave to their own dooms the fans, and as much as we yell at them for this type of thing, thank you, honestly. for like telling me I look like shit on Instagram, or being like, you already told that joke, or like, you suck. I don't like listening to the show I listen to every week. You're a piece of shit. You're wrong about this. Because if you keep saying that we're good, we will. It's just the journey for any entertainer. You will become like the Daily Show and just become too self-important, and we will replace ourselves with a comedian, like a bunch of comedians from Commonwealth countries you've never heard of, that will make it even worse.
Well, Felix, you're certainly doing your part by inaugurating this Fortnite Twitch stream, which will just be hours of you and your friends doing sort of like clever mispronunciations that would make the Zodiac Killer and no one else laugh.
I think a lot of people like the stuff. You don't think it's funny when like you just continually say the word "sucker" for no reason?
I want to give a Minority Report there and say I only want sycophancy from the fans. I want no negative
Okay.
feedback whatsoever, and I will continue to disregard all negative feedback. Thank you.
I'm with Virgil on that one.
That's
100%.
because both of your fantasies are to be interviewed 30 years from now, and to say something like, I don't think we knew exactly what we were doing when we were doing it, but we had an idea.
What are you talking about? I did that interview last week.